On one side, we have Kavita Krishnan of the All India Progressive Women's Association and Ragini Naik of the Congress Party. On the other side, we have Asifa Khan of the BJP and Yatin Oza of the BJP, and the neutral observer today on this debate of full throttle between Priyanka and the BJP, especially on the issue of Snoopgate, is Hartosh Singhbal. Ragini, when the Congress Party has itself acknowledged unofficially that Snoopgate politically is a dead horse, then why is Priyanka Gandhi flogging a dead horse? Okay, one sec. Kavita wants to come in.
I'll tell you why, Arnab.
Kavita, after Ragini, please. Yeah.
I want to quickly get in here, Arnab.
Okay.
You see, gender justice...
One sec. Ragini, I said one sec. Before I come to you. Yes, Kavita, what was
All right, I'll wait.
What are you saying?
I just want to make the point that absolutely, just as allegations against Robert Vadra are of public issues and we must discuss them and debate them, this is not a dead horse at all. This is a very important issue of the misuse of the state machinery. Let me direct you to the fact that in the 1997, the Supreme Court passed a verdict, the PUCL case, landmark case, saying that only under conditions of a public emergency or public safety, on the order of a certain designated officer, not just any officer. There has to be a designated officer of the state government.
Kavita.
Only on their order can surveillance be done on any individual.
Kavita, I am not making
if illegal surveillance has been done
First of all,
on a woman, this is a serious matter. And Priyanka is not the first person to raise it. The entire women's movement, my party, the CPIML, we have been saying this throughout.
Kavita,
can I come in on
No. Kavita, just a minute. Why did I say it's a dead horse? I'm not making a qualitative judgment. It's a dead horse. What I am saying, please allow me. Allow me. And this
it's a matter of public interest whether the state machinery is being misused. And if a person who is aiming to be Prime Minister, I don't care if he is Modi or Rahul or whoever it is, if a man is aiming to be Prime Minister of the country, he has to come clean about it.
Now, Kavita, you came in when I...
answer whether he had the magistrate's permission or not.
You came in
what
when...
was the public emergency?
Okay,
what
fine.
was the public safety issue?
Now, hear the counter, Kavita. Hear the counter.
Arun Jaitley can't say it's a private issue.
No, hear the counter.
It's not a private issue.
Let the Congress Party answer. The fact is, the Congress Party-led government at the centre has till date failed to name a retired judge who will head the Judicial Commission to investigate into the scandal which we are calling Snoopgate. If your party and your government, Ragini, feel so strongly about this whole issue and women's empowerment, tell me tonight, why have you failed to even launch a probe in this case? And when you have failed to launch a probe in this case, when you have failed to name even a retired judge in this case, then why do you use it only for political brownie points? Shinde said on 10th of January that in a day or two we will name a judge to head the Judicial Commission. Tell me the name of the judge today, Ragini. Tell me the name of the judge.
Even if I was to buy your Arnab, even
don't
if
have
I
to
was
buy
to
it.
buy
I'm putting a fact to you.
That the Congress Party has failed. Even if I would buy your supposed allegation,
it's not a supposed allegation.
You
have to accept it.
Cannot deny, Arnab. And I have to make those points tonight. And please allow me. Please allow me to do that.
Do you accept what I said?
It is not a dead and forgotten issue. It is not a dead and forgotten issue, and I'll tell you why it is not. Gender justice in this country remains a fragile myth because of the misogynistic and anti-women outlook, ideology and approach of the Sangh Parivar, including the BJP and its related organizations, which have a firm belief in proclamations like Dhol Gawar Shudra Pashunari, ye sab tadan ke adhikari, and that is why they go around beating women on Valentine's Day. In Karnataka, they bash women, drag them out.
Don't use the women's empowerment angle.
They ban women from wearing jeans in mud. I will do that.
Name the judge.
Disconnected, and you have to hear me tonight.
Who is investigating?
No, you'll have to hear me.
Did you name a judge? Did you name a judge?
First. In Madhya Pradesh,
did you name a judge?
In Madhya Pradesh, women are prohibited.
Did you
from
name
wearing
a
jeans.
judge?
The same ideology produces leaders like Narendra Modi who say that women are malnourished because they are beauty conscious.
Did
and
you,
this is
the Home Minister,
which forces people like Narendra Modi to actually snoop and stalk into the lives of the young women.
Nayak,
and I'll tell you why the Bharatiya Janata Party is so disturbed and so irked tonight. Because vehemently Priyanka Gandhi today has made her point very clear that we as a Congress party stand united against this ideology. We are committed to the empowerment and emancipation of women.
Now you are making an election speech.
I have to contextualize her comments.
No, fine. Miss Nayak, you know, I want to protest. I want to protest vis-a-vis you. One second, please. Ragini Nayak, Miss Nayak, please allow me.
You don't have to protest.
No, I have to. I have to protest. I have to lodge a strong protest with you because you are a young leader. You are expected to take the bull by the horns. When you are asked a straight question, it is expected that unlike your other party veterans who are deft at skipping the question, dodging, ducking and doing all kinds of, you know, television acrobatics to avoid a direct question, I would have expected today that when I ask a straight question to Ragini Nayak of the Congress party, that Sushil Kumar Shinde said on 10th January that we will name a judge to head the Judicial Commission within a day or two. Was the Home Minister of India lying? When the Central Commission had declared the appointment of a commission of inquiry into the snooping of a woman in Gujarat, allegedly at the behest of Modi, the commission was to be headed by a retired judge of the Supreme Court or retired Chief Justice of the High Court, submit its report in 2 months. This is January 26th. 5 months have passed, you've not named the judge. So name the judge. He forgot.
Looked into the matter and he must be introspecting on the best person to put on this commission and on this inquiry.
1 second. No, I'm asking the question to the Congress party. They made the promise.
Arnab, have you asked a direct question about whether or not he misused state machinery?
I have questions to the BJP also. No, Kavita.
He's been avoiding the direct question.
The BJP is not going to get away. But Kavita, let me assure you.
Has a question been put to him by your channel instead of calling the issue a dead horse?
And what I'm saying...
This is not about Congress versus BJP. This is a public interest issue. Every citizen has a right to know.
So citizen has a right to know, but the Congress party made promises and did not follow up. Okay, Yati Noza and Asifa Khan.
Especially an individual young woman.
Yati Noza and Asifa Khan. The fact is that Priyanka Gandhi put you on the back foot on the issue of Snoopgate. Isn't it true? The fact of the matter today, Kavita Krishnan says, is that the BJP's prime ministerial candidate has not answered any specific questions on Snoopgate, even as he raises questions on Robert Vadra. Why? How can you talk about women's empowerment without effectively answering this subject? 1 second. Who's going first? Asifa first. Okay, Yatinoza. Asifa first.
Yeah,
yes.
I'm taking it.
Asifa is taking that.
It's a sign of utter despair, lack of confidence and failure on the part of the Congress leaders to have taken such statements and have taken such issues. Is the country going to fight the elections on the issue of Snoopgate? Is that an issue before the country? I think in the history of 65 years of independent India, this is the first time where the ruling party and the Congress party is on a bad foot and they have been snooped on by the government. Coming towards themselves, individual women have a right not to be snooped on by
now 1 minute.
Clearly before them.
It's a non-issue for the Bharatiya Janata Party. Are you saying that 49% of the population of this country does not deserve to have freedom and privacy in this country? Are you saying that?
The issues of corruption.
Are you accepting that it is a non-issue for the Bharatiya Janata Party?
The issue of personal safety and freedom, the issue of personal freedom and autonomy are important issues in this election. Women are demanding that we have the right not to be snooped on by men and certainly not by government.
It's a hit wicket tonight, Honor. Look at what Madam Asifa Khan is saying.
Clear on the taxpayers' money. And they should be coming clear on DLF. I think that is the correct way to produce the report card. Today,
I think Modi, first of all, should come clear on how he has given 9,558 acres of land to Adani, 1 rupee per meter. I think that is also a case of public interest. And Mr. Narendra Modi has to answer that. He circumvents, reflects and dodges all the time.
The question is,
he is a model to show to this country. You cannot make Rae Bareli or Amethi a model.
Asifa.
You can,
a model in which 1,78,000 crores debt is there on Gujarat.
Compete
on
Arnab, I don't hear your ruthless grilling of the BJP representative. Where is
Kavita, one second, one minute, Kavita.
It's a matter of public interest.
Kavita, thank you.
It's a matter of public interest.
Kavita, 1 minute.
The matter of public snooping is a matter of public interest.
Miss Asifa Khan, Miss Asifa Khan, please understand.
Madam Asifa Khan.
First of all, Ragini, keep quiet for a minute, just a minute.
You're not answering the question. You're not saying she will have to ask question.
You see, Miss Asifa Khan, please understand one question. Please understand, 1 minute.
Privacy and freedom of women is a non-issue.
Now, Ragini, 1 minute, please. I request you, Asifa, Ragini, and Kavita Krishnan. Let me please come back to the debate. Asifa, 1 minute. Asifa, 1 minute. Asifa, just remember 1 minute. Just give me a minute. Okay? Let me get everyone speaks together. We want to understand what has happened. Priyanka Gandhi raised Snoopgate. Just 1 minute. Priyanka Gandhi raises Snoopgate. Arun Jaitley says don't do personal attacks. Arun Jaitley says Congress party would not have made security to a lady in Ahmedabad into a Snoopgate issue. The fact of the matter is, Yatinoza, Snoopgate. 1. Alleged misuse of the law and order and enforcement agencies in the case. B. Alleged intrusion of the privacy of an adult woman without her knowledge. C. Because the allegation pertains to an individual who holds a high office in the state of Gujarat. D. Because there is an allegation that legal documents for the surveillance of this particular adult lady are missing. Right? You can't have some facetious argument saying that the woman concerned is thankful about the surveillance. And if Priyanka Gandhi is raising the issue, 1 minute, Yatinoza, let me complete, please. If Priyanka Gandhi is raising the issue, then what's your response? Don't get personal, don't get personal, don't get personal. What is don't get personal? Let everything come out. Let there be a debate on Snoopgate, Robert Vadra, everything. What is it? This is the last argument, don't get personal. What's personal about it, Yatinoza? What is personal? It's an allegation about the alleged misuse of office.
Are you admitting that the snooping was personal?
What's personal about it?
Is Mr. Modi admitting that the snooping was personal?
Now,
is he saying that he had a personal right to misuse was the state machinery, his personal property?
Okay, let us go.
The state's ATS and the police officers and the Home Minister were his personal property.
Your knowledge. Can I come in?
He is allowed to use personal stuff.
Yatinoza is responding to you. Kavita Krishnan, now let him speak.
Anna, with all the knowledge and wisdom you possess, and with all the prestige your channel possess, and with your Takya Salam of the nation wants to know, are these Congress people all the questions on corruption?
Any of your guests to hijack the debate. Let us do it in a dignified manner. Let nation watch the views of both the sides rather than hijacking the debate and making off-the-cuff comments which are not at all relevant to the debate. You put a question to a guest and let him answer. And please, for the heaven's sake, prevent others to hijack the debate. It doesn't give a right and good signal to the people of this country who are watching it. You are very right when you said that it is now whipping a dead horse.
No, you didn't answer my question. Why are you answering the question I asked to the Congress party?
I am answering.
You are answering the question I asked the Congress. Please answer the question I asked you. Why are you answering the question I asked the Congress? Did they answer questions which I'm asking you? This is strange. Yatinoza, are you?
No, I'm coming straight. I'm straight coming to that.
What is the answer that you
wants security. Now what you are putting into action is not the real issue, but where is the legal sanction to this, where are the documents. The core question is that lady and her father wanted security for the reasons which they have disclosed and which are very, very sensitive. If that be so, to not justify it or
Was
to
that
negate
permissible
it,
under the law of the land? Is the
Again-
question asked to you, Mr. Oza.
Again you are bringing,
outrageous. You are ashamed to the legal profession,
again you
Mr.
want
Oza.
to distract. Again you want
You're
to.
saying the law
again
can be
you want
broken
to
because the
distract
father
the
asked
entire
for his
issue.
daughter to be surveyed.
No. Are we discussing the Snoopgate issue?
And we're
or
talking about an
Snoopgate
adult
while
person
giving
here.
protection,
We are discussing the law of the land.
While giving protection to a
We are
lady,
discussing the law of the
there
land.
is a breach of law. Breach
This is
of
not
law
protection.
is one aspect, and
You
providing
cannot call this
security,
protection.
providing
Please
security
stop calling
to a
it
lady
protection.
at her wish.
It is not
and her
security.
will
It is surveillance.
to
And you
not-
have a right.
to unnecessary controversy, absolutely useless points
You
are placed
explain
into
what was the
service.
public emergency,
I
what was
concede
the
for a
public. It
minute.
has to be a public
I
emergency.
concede for a
It has to be a
minute.
bomb threat.
That well,
It has to be a national
the
security
exact
issue.
legal- the
For this kind of
Hartosh,
surveillance to be done by a
exact
government,
legal
Mr. Oza,
procedure
you
that was
just
required.
can't argue.
Hartosh, 1 minute.
exact
No,
legal-
Hartosh,
Yeah.
can I just, I have 2 minutes to a break and I'm coming back.
Stands on a different footing.
Hartosh, my question is, Hartosh, just a minute. Is this going to work for the Congress party? You see, they have picked up the issue
Look, Arnav, there are
politically rather late. And Priyanka Gandhi has not spoken on this for a long time. She raises it now at the fag end of an election. Is this going to work? And what is the intention?
Arnav, I don't think the Congress is going to gain, but these are two different issues. One is, what is the Congress trying to do? That beats me. I don't think the Congress had a clear strategy through these elections. The second is whether this issue needs to be discussed. And that, the answer is clearly yes. The man who's being accused could be the Prime Minister, be controlling the Home Department of this country. And he doesn't believe in any procedures. These are three men. We haven't yet heard the woman's word for it. We are also hearing that through the father, Amit Shah, Narendra Modi and the girl's father decide that this girl has to be spied on 24 hours, around the clock, through the most intrusive means.
But why has the Congress, why did the Congress not investigate it? Why did the Congress not investigate it?
Absolutely.
Why did the central government do nothing? Why did Shinde sleep on it for so long?
Politically, the Congress is in no position to raise that point.
And
the Congress, but it is healthy that it is there in public for others to raise questions about it. So that's the distinction I'm making.
So here's a question I'll ask Rajini before before I go into a break.
Should not be a tame cat.
No, you see,
little kitten in this issue.
Kavita,
the media should be raising it.
Kavita.
On their own. They should not wait for Priyanka Gandhi. Media should raise it. Media should ask. Arnav, let me inform you. Let me suggest to you. You should make it an issue on a separate debate, not Congress, not in the context of Priyanka Gandhi at all. But there is a Supreme Court verdict of 1997, a landmark verdict that protects us all as citizens, that says that surveillance can be allowed by a government, central or state government, only if a designated officer specifically designated for the purpose
Kavita, this question
after having
Kavita, this question. This question. No, this question. Kavita.
By the way, when I'm speaking here, there are Modi supporters here shouting slogans and not letting me be heard here. Let me inform you, I'm in the Banaras Hindu University campus. I'm in the Banaras Hindu University campus, and there are supporters of the Prime Ministerial would-be hopeful of the BJP who are shouting themselves hoarse next to me and standing in threatening posture next to me. Let me tell you, Arnav Goswami, you are there in your studio. I'm here in the Banaras Hindu University campus. At a threatening distance, there are Modi supporters within arm's reach, shouting slogans when I'm speaking. Let me inform you of that.
This is again another lie, you know. Arnav,
it is there. It is there. If your camera were to turn around, you would see them.
They are playing kho-kho with all fired bullets. They have no fresh ammunition, so they are playing kho-kho with the BJP with all the fired bullets. come to the real issue.
Arnab, can I come in? You know, I've been very patiently waiting for my turn.
Is on a sure back foot. They have no issues. They can clearly see that defeat in front of them. Merely 3 weeks
What
away
issues
from
do
the
you
result,
want me to talk
this is
about,
the
Madam
utter
Asifa Khan?
desperation and
Do you want me to say that Gujarat, the development model which you brag about, is in a debt of 1,77,000 crore rupees? Do you want me to tell you that the maximum number of RTIs are pending in the state of Gujarat? Do you want me to tell you that Gujarat ranks 12th in the Human Development Index? Do you want me to tell you that it is even ranked below Odisha as far as the poverty index is concerned? What do you want me to tell you? What are the issues for you?
You can endlessly
I mean, this rhetoric and repartee cannot win you votes. Why don't you understand?
You do not
and you have accepted on Newshour tonight that women's safety is a physical security, their freedom, their privacy is a non-issue for you and the BJP. And you should be ashamed of saying that.
If you are so interested,
if the Ragini,
come and answer about what happened to the women who were raped in Muzaffarnagar camp.
Arnab,
Do you have the guts to answer
I have
that?
to say something.
If you are
Please
so
allow me some
interested
time.
in Snoopgate, come first on Muzaffarnagar riot case, where the women, the poor women in the camps were being raped. Why were
Who
you silent
incited
then?
Muzaffarnagar riot?
Answer to that.
Who was behind that kind of communal disharmony? Who was behind that?
Cases in
Why
court,
were you
the women's
quiet on
movement is
Why
doing that.
was Mrs. Robert Muzaffarnagar
Don't try to mislead people.
Argue with the women of
You're
that
only confusing issues because you don't have a clear...
first of all, accept on Newshour, one second, accept on Newshour that this is 1 minute. Please let me come in. And let's accept on Newshour that tonight, let there be the end of this don't get personal argument. The most ridiculous argument in the 2014 election, Hartosh, is don't get personal. I mean, everybody is talking everything openly. The last recourse to any argument can't be don't get personal. By the way, Ragini, 1 minute. Ragini, don't make this about women's empowerment. About women's empowerment, that Sushil Kumar Shinde did nothing on this for 4 months. This is not, this is...
Arnab, you should also look into the matter that some of the retired judges might also be reluctant
first of all,
because of these fascists.
First of all, no, 1 second, Hartosh, and then I will go into a break. No, first of all, by the way, Kavita. By the way,
You
Kavita.
cannot just pass unilateral judgments like this. I will not allow you to do that.
Answers to my question.
Kavita, 1 second, Ragini, that's nice. That's a nice expression of anger. Can I ask you?
What do you mean by these Congressies? Please tell me.
No, I'll tell you. Please remember this. Priyanka Gandhi, what does she say? She's made certain comments. You tell me one thing.
It is not about gaining or losing something in terms of... It is not about making gains or losing something on political grounds. There are certain issues which are important as far as public interest.
No, I'm asking you today.
This is one of them.
Can I take a break?
No,
1 second. I'm taking a break and I'm asking one question when I come out on the other side. Hartosh, I'm sorry, I have to take a break. I'll only be able to come to you on the other side of the break. My question tonight is simple. Elections of 2014, what does it come down to? Has the election of 2014 come down to Robert Vadra versus Snoopgate? Is this the election people were expecting to vote for? Kavita Krishnan, I'll come to you on the other side of the break. I'm coming to you, Kavita Krishnan, but after a few minutes. Okay, so I have 10 minutes of debate time on this left, and it's Snoopgate versus Vadra. That's the debate here. I just want to go quickly to the BHU campus where Kavita Krishnan is live from Varanasi today. And my question before I went into the break was simple. Is this election come down to Vadra versus Snoopgate? This is what it appears, and if it is disappointing. And nobody should complain that everyone's getting personal. Yes, Kavita.
I want to say here, Arnab, that this is not a minor matter at all. This is a matter of the country's democracy. And for me, standing here today, it's coming home to me why this is a question of democracy. If it is impossible in the BHU campus, a central university campus, to stand and speak, be part of your program without being threatened here. I've been told by my friends here that it is not wise for me to continue. There were persons wearing saffron headgear in support of Modi who have shouted slogans. They have been kept at bay for now, and I have been told by my friends here to please cut it short. It is not safe to stand on the campus and say what I'm saying on your campus, on your show. Can you imagine this is the state of democracy when the person has not yet become the
Asifa,
Prime
why are you
Minister?
smiling?
All
She's
right?
making a
Now
point
let me
here. You can't
quickly
smile
say-
it away.
Now let
Don't
me
smile it
quickly
away,
say-
Asifa. If she's
now
making
let
a
me
point, she's
quickly
not
say-
making this up.
Arnab, I
She's
don't
not
have
making
time.
this up.
I don't have time. Please let me say. I don't have time. Arnab, I don't have time. You have to give me time to finish. You have to give me time to finish.
Asifa, a minute.
You have to give me time to finish.
You were happy that the saffron
You have to give me time to finish.
You were there in UP for years.
I'm going to have to leave, Arnab. I'm not letting you speak.
Who want to raise voices of defense?
Law and order of this
And Madam
country,
Asifa Khan
when
is very
people
happy
just
about that.
stare at you, when women were being raped,
You please
said
let me
nothing.
finish.
Imagine the state of affairs where women
I'm afraid I did, and you have moved.
Muzaffarnagar camp.
Who are you talking to? I am the one who has gone and met the rights survivors, and we are the ones who are fighting the cases in court. The women's movement about fighting the Vrinda Grover is fighting the cases in the court. All right? Of the rape victims, you people rape. From your supporters rape. Now let me finish.
Let her complete now. Asifa, if she says, Asifa, let her complete. Asifa, a minute, a few minutes. Asifa and Ragini, let her complete and then you come in now. 1 second, please. Let her complete. Let her complete now, please. Let her complete. Let her complete. I said let her complete. Asifa, let her complete. Asifa, let her complete. Asifa ji, let her complete. Asifa, she wants to go. She says she's being threatened. Let her complete. Let her complete.
Were those women not scared in the
Arey bhai, let her complete.
Were the victims of 84 not scared? Were the women
Let her
not
complete,
scared of
Asifa.
I'm going to have to leave, you know.
Come on.
I'm going to have to leave.
Asifa, let her complete it quickly. 30 seconds. Complete your point.
You please.
My question is
my
that
point is that this is.
if they are scared of people,
my point is
Asifa, let
I'm
her
not
complete,
here.
then we'll move on with the debate and she can leave.
Poor women not scared.
She can go after making a point.
Selective about themselves.
You know, your supporters will threaten me here and you will shout me then down from there. That's a wonderful strategy, but let me finish, please. I'm saying this is an important matter of public.
Don't say that.
Surveillance on. I will say that, and I'm here in Banaras. I'm going to continue to campaign. My party is running an independent campaign against the prime ministerial hopeful of the BJP. We will run that campaign because we believe that the issue of Snoopgate, among others, is a serious issue of Indian democracy.
Welcome you
because the Supreme Court upheld an important
Okay, Kavita Krishnan, at this point I thank you.
The real issue is
Kavita Krishnan, at this point I thank you. At this point I thank you. You made your point now. You made your point now. I go across to Yatin Oza. Yatin Oza, Hartosh Singh.
I'm leaving because I'm under threat.
1 second. Yatin Oza, Hartosh Singh Bal. Now 1 second. Okay, Kavita, you can go.
If you want the country to remain like this.
Okay. So if you 1 second. The question here is this. You know, the fact is, Hartosh, this election comes down to Vadra versus Snoopgate. This is not the election people want. I mean, fine. Vadra is a relevant issue. Snoopgate is a relevant issue. There are several issues. But it came down to this. It did come down to this. Didn't it, Hartosh?
Arnab, I disagree with the presumption that it has come down to this. I think,
these are relevant
as I have always argued, that not only are these relevant issues in the name of personal attacks, what is happening is we are discussing issues that we've long hidden. Now look at Robert Vadra. The issue of corruption, which is an important issue, is being personalized in the form of Robert Vadra. To decide how he's accumulated that wealth is an important issue. What the Congress has done over the last 5 years is embodied in this question. Now look at Snoopgate. One of the main worries about Narendra Modi, that he will behave as an extra constitutional authority, not be bound by the limitations of the law. It is embodied in Snoopgate. We are discussing exactly the essential points of these elections when we examine these
so you know
points. And I think it is healthy that these debates are in the public.
So when is this Congress party strategy that when you raise the question of Robert Vadra, it's a personal attack on our family is being treated badly, this, that, etc. It's a personal attack on me, we feel hurt about it, etc. This whole emotional pitch, Ragini. What is the emotional pitch aimed at?
I want to come in here, please.
No, let me complete, please. No, 1 second. Hartosh makes a point. Hartosh says, if there is an allegation of individual or personal nepotism or corruption, then it cannot be, you can't wish it away saying personal attack. That way anybody and everybody can fight.
I'm not wishing it away. I want to answer.
No, is it your party wishing it away by saying, it's a personal attack? What's personal about it? She's saying.
You see, Samuel Butler, Orna, please allow me now. Give me some time. Samuel Butler very famously said,
Am I talking?
Justice, while she winks at crime, stumbles on innocence many times. And this is
Oh,
exactly
please,
this
you know.
kind of justice I think the BJP wants to institutionalize here. Because, no. It is important. It is important. You will have to hear. You cannot shout me down. The Supreme Court in 2013 categorically trashed the PIL, saying that just because a person is linked to a politician, he cannot be deemed as a sinner. The Supreme Court also mentioned that there were hundreds of licenses given for 21,000 acres of land. So why is the petitioner only and only interested in one individual, that is Robert Vadra? I will give you the answer. The answer is that it is a politically driven exercise. It's a political vendetta. It's a strategy, and it has not happened for the first time. The BJP has been doing this since 2002. There have been shameless personal scathing attacks on Sonia Gandhi, by Priyanka Gandhi, by Pramod Mahajan. Even last time,
Ragini Nayak.
Narendra Modi shared Congress.
Ragini Nayak.
So I would like to emphasize
Ragini.
that the Bharatiya Janata Party has a political motive.
How can
trying to maliciously malign
300
the members of the Gandhi family so that
is
they
what the
can
people
score
are
a political
interested to know
brownie
in.
point.
Now, you know, please, I have limited time.
They cannot fool the people of the country.
Please share your
sure
secrets.
that every person
share on
watching
national
this debate,
television.
hearing this
Arnab,
debate,
tell them to
would
share the
understand
secret
the
with us.
difference.
Ragini, I have one thing to you.
Vadra is not
Ragini, I find it. One second, Ragini, please. You cannot get away by, you know, 1 second, Ragini.
And
You
will
want,
have to
1 second.
No, I'm not getting away from questions.
Ragini, please
You will
listen to
have
me.
ask
You know,
this
this is
question.
a very silly
What is the
argument to a very
character
straight
of
question.
Narendra Modi
And by the way, Ragini, you know, you want to quote some Victorian author.
Snoopgate.
No, you want to quote some Victorian author now to deflect the question. It is incredible that you are actually doing it. If you actually read Samuel Butler, which I hope you have, then you would
Am I
also
deflecting the
realize.
question?
No, you would also
Am I
realize that
deflecting?
another famous Samuel
Am I
Butler quote.
deflecting?
Another famous Samuel Butler quote is
Did
that.
I deflect the question, Arnab? You must contextualize.
You know,
discuss Samuel Butler on your television.
You see, this is now.
Samuel Butler.
I am saying that
Samuel
justice,
Butler said silence is not golden. Silence is not
exactly,
golden.
It is not. That's why I'm answering your question.
No, so they are saying, why are you silent on Vadra?
Made by the apex court of the country.
They are saying, why are you silent on Vadra?
Silent on Vadra. I've given you an answer. I've given you
I'll give the last word. I'll give the last word to Yatinoza. Yatinoza to respond now.
You cannot.
Yatinoza's turn to respond to you. Give him time. Give him time to respond. Yatinoza, please. Yatinoza.
Look, Arnab, I am really today not in a position to shout. With great difficulties I am able to speak. But let us be clear on one fact, that people of this country have decided that Congress has ruined this country, and the only person who can bring back the country on path of progress, on path of development, on path of strong economy, on path of strong policy,
Yeah,
foreign
and you
policy,
know that before the ballot boxes
path
are
of
opened.
ruthless dealing with insurgency, he is Mr. Narendra Modi. And this has
This is the height
frightened
of
Congress.
self-proclaimed appreciation, sir.
And out of despair, a desperate attempt is being made to dig out the hidden things, to, as you very rightly said, and I again repeat, though your question was to the Congress party, it's whipping a dead horse. Otherwise, look at the argument. It is just to be laughed out.
Well,
that judges of the Supreme Court, retired, would be under pressure of this fascist element. Does my friend know that when a judge of the Supreme Court, retired, is appointed on a commission, is appointed with pay, rank and status of a judge of the Supreme Court?
We are going away.
Hartosh,
I think Hartosh makes a very good point. You know, sometimes in the course of a very, very heated debate and a bitter fight, Hartosh, the truth begins to come out. It begins to seep through. And I think that's a very solid point you make there. You know, that this whole complaining, don't get personal with us, is a way to hide from the truth. Isn't it?
Absolutely. I think both parties are running away from facing up to very serious issues. And unfortunately, and thankfully, this tag of being personal is not working any longer. Robert Vadra is not a personal issue. Snoopgate is not a personal issue. These are public issues of great importance, and these parties have to face up and answer. That's what an election is about.
Well, you know, Togadia is not a personal issue. What Shazia said is not a personal issue. What Giriraj Singh said is not a personal issue. But everybody can make it personal, and that is very often a way to deflect the issue. Snoopgate, therefore, not a personal issue. Robert Vadra, not a personal issue. If it involves the state, the government and people in public life in any way, they cannot get away by saying it's a personal issue. And Ragini, you cannot quote some author to try and get away from that. Don't get away from that. When politics gets heated, nothing is personal.
No. This kind...
Nothing is personal.
What are you saying? You should contextualize the quote and relate it to the argument that I made. You cannot isolate it and say that it is some Victorian author, and that's why
I'll tell you one thing.
I gave you an answer.
In January,
I told you what the Supreme Court
in
said
January
on the matter of
2013,
Robert Vadra and the land
in January
deal.
2013,
But what about Adani?
No, I'm talking about women's empowerment today. Oh no, one second. Ragini, listen to me, please. And I'm not. I don't have 101 temperature, but I'm losing my voice now competing with you. The question is, when Sanjay Nirupam told Smriti Irani in January 2013 on a TV debate, when he said you were dancing on television till a few days back and today you become a politician, why did the Congress party not stop him then? Where was women's empowerment then?
Sanjay Nirupam's comment is important for you, but the fact is
everything is important. Everything is important, and you know what? Ragini? Some of us in the media.
I'm sorry.
Some of us in the media. Some of us in the media, Ragini. I'm saying this. Some of us in the media don't quite care who it hurts or who it's for. It's our job to report the news. If it ends up hurting you, as Hartosh says, you can ask me. We don't care.
I praise you for that.
That's it.
But don't give a
You don't expect us to speak a Congress or BJP language. Okay, thank you very much for joining me on that heated debate number 2 on the News Hour tonight. Thank you.